Sometimes when I wake up and find my day stretched out in front with nothing on the agenda, I'm like a child who has got an unexpected treat. The day then is poetry. This is Sunil Bhandari and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. I like the ordinary life. I like the ordinary life. When I walk the street and find a little girl skipping broken tiles with ease, or a young man smiling into a phone as if it's a face he loves well, or a couple haggling over which fruit to buy, or my mum stopping in the middle of a busy pavement to gossip with a friend. I like the randomness of a tree dropping fruit in the middle of a road, or how a crack in a wall has a flower bursting out from nowhere in full bloom. The times I pushed away a dog and it still looked up to me with hope. The times I stopped because the light from the sun had turned gold. These incredibly thin strings which thread through our lives, conjoining us, bringing life to being alive. These temples we enter every day, these million ways to be blessed, one word which defines them as ordinary, and 1,000 ways they are not. One word which defines them as ordinary, and 1,000 ways they are not. This awareness, this stopping to see something insignificant, the overwhelming desire not to look at my mobile for long moments. I sometimes think it's aging which is doing this to me. The fact that I have seen a bit of life, of tragedy and joy, of the big events of life and some, and no longer wish for the large and the loud. Now what stops me are things which seem to happen in passing. A snatch of music, the stitching of a happy conversation, a stray comment followed with a comfortable silence, the sound of laughter drifting out from a street-level window. Suddenly, these seem important. Often, when my dad and I stand in his room's veranda and watch a decaying sunset, the rays reflecting in the 3 lakes in front of us, his arm around my shoulder, my chest swells such that it seems it will burst open. I just know these are things I will think of on my deathbed, and these are the things which will help me drift away serenely. So I am going about collecting these moments hungrily as if there is no tomorrow. Somewhere in our desire to see life only as movement from one high to another, or as a remembrance only of the photographable, we lose sight of the infinitesimal, the mote in the sun ray, the buzz of a wasp going busily about its business. I'm just glad I have fallen in love with my common, uninteresting, unadventurous life. This is Sunil Bhandari and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.